Welcome to Quran Stories Animated. In every episode, we share the timeless lessons of the Holy Quran, the stories of prophets, their trials and patience, their faith and obedience to Allah. These stories guide us, inspire us, and remind us of Allah's wisdom and mercy. Join us as we bring the words of the Quran to life. The years passed, and Musa grew into a strong and wise man. He lived in Pharaoh's palace but never forgot his people. One day, he saw two men fighting in the streets of Egypt. One was from his people, and the other was an Egyptian guard. Musa stepped forward to stop the fight. He struck the Egyptian with his hand. The man fell to the ground, lifeless. Musa's heart filled with fear and regret. He whispered, "This is the work of Shaitan." He fled the city, asking Allah for forgiveness. The next day, Musa was seen again by the same Israelite. Another fight began, and Musa tried to separate them. The man shouted, "Do you want to kill me like the other one?" The word spread quickly through the city. Soldiers began to search for Musa. A man ran to him and warned, "They plan to kill you." Musa left the city in fear and haste. He looked back one last time and prayed. He said, "My Lord, save me from the wrongdoers." His journey toward Madyan began. Musa walked for many days under the desert sun. His feet were tired, his lips dry, but his heart firm in faith. He trusted Allah with every step. He reached a well in the land of Madyan. Shepherds were drawing water for their flocks. Two women stood aside, waiting quietly. Musa asked them gently, "Why do you stand apart?" They said, "We cannot water our flock until the men finish." Musa helped them draw water for their sheep. Then he sat down in the shade and prayed, "My Lord, I am in need of whatever good you send me." Later, one of the women came to him modestly. She said, "My father wishes to reward you." Musa followed her respectfully to her father's house. Her father was a wise old man. He listened to Musa's story with compassion. He said, "Do not fear. You are safe here." He offered Musa to stay and work for him. One of the daughters said, "Father, hire him. He is strong and trustworthy." The old man smiled and agreed. Allah's mercy surrounded Musa once again. Musa began a new life in Madyan. He worked hard and lived peacefully. The desert wind carried the call of his prayers. The sky over Madyan shone with calm light. He married one of the old man's daughters. Their home was simple and filled with peace. Musa thanked Allah for safety and family. He remembered Egypt and the people he left behind. But Allah's plan for him was not yet complete. His destiny was still waiting in the desert. One cold night, Musa and his family traveled through the desert. The sky was dark, and the wind was cold. Suddenly, he saw a light glowing on the mountain. He said to his family, "Wait here, I see a fire. I may bring you some news or a burning stick for warmth." Musa climbed toward the glowing light. The mountain was silent and holy. The air was filled with peace and awe. He came closer and saw a fire that did not burn the tree. His heart trembled, but he felt no fear. Allah was about to speak to his prophet. From the sacred valley, A voice called, "O Musa!" Musa stood still, filled with wonder. The voice said, "I am your Lord. Remove your sandals. You are in the sacred valley of Tuwa." Musa bowed in humility. The light of guidance filled his heart. Allah said, "I have chosen you. Listen to what is revealed." Musa listened with tears in his eyes. The voice said, "Worship me alone and establish prayer." The desert glowed with divine light. The moment of revelation had come. Allah said, "What is that in your right hand, O Musa?" Musa replied, "It is my staff. I lean on it, and with it I guide my sheep." Allah said, "Throw it down, O Musa." Musa obeyed, and it became a moving serpent. He turned away in fear, but Allah said, "Do not fear. Take it up again." Musa reached out, and it became a staff once more. Allah said, "Put your hand into your garment, and it will shine white without harm." Musa saw the sign and bowed in gratitude. Allah said, "These are 2 signs for Pharaoh and his people." Musa's heart filled with courage. The mission had begun. Musa raised his hands in dua. He said, "My Lord, open my chest for me. Ease my task for me. Untie the knot from my tongue, that they may understand my speech. Appoint for me a helper from my family, my brother Harun. Strengthen me through him, and let him share my task." Allah answered his prayer with mercy. His heart was filled with peace. Musa returned to his family with the light of revelation. The night sky glowed above him. His wife saw the peace on his face. He said, "Allah has spoken to me." She listened with awe and faith. The desert wind whispered softly around them. The stars shimmered above in silence. Musa looked toward the horizon. He knew he must face Pharaoh again. The journey of prophecy had begun. Thank you for watching Quran Stories. The stories of the Holy Quran are lessons for all time about faith, patience, and guidance. We hope this story inspired you and reminded you of Allah's wisdom. Subscribe and continue with us as we share more timeless lessons from the Holy Quran.